Hey everybody, welcome to Utah Jazz Franchise. This is episode number 26. We're chasing the 8th seed in the Western Conference. We are 30 and 36, facing the Los Angeles Clippers, who are 34 and 32. They would be the 7th seed. It's the New Orleans Pelicans and the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Lakers that we're in the race with. Here's Wilson Chandler on the left side for the Clippers. He hits the shot, 10-4, early lead for LA. Gordon Hayward around the Favors screen. Hayward, nothing there. He backs it out, goes cross court to George Hill. Hill with the wide open look from the angle. It splashes 11-10 in favor of the Jazz. They go out to a 24-18 lead at the end of the first. Here is Wilson Chandler. Chandler stops, pops. No, rebounded there by Blake Griffin, and he's going to power it up over Joe Johnson and Boris Diaw. 28-24, Jazz with the lead. Here's Griffin again. Griffin, Rubio on him. Rubio slaps the ball away. Rubio's got it to the right side to Burks, to Boris Diaw. Diaw shot no, but Joe Ingles is there to put it back in with the left hand. Here's Alex Burks on the left baseline. Alex Burks over J.J. Redick. Shot goes. Jazz out to a 49-33 lead. They're rolling here. Here's Chris Paul. Little step in, jump back out, hit the three. Back rim and down. 49-36, Jazz with the lead. Hayward around the screen. Hayward back to Derek Favors. Favors over the right side to Hill. Hill from the angle. This time he's covered. He hits the shot. It's 54-36 at the end of the first half in favor of Utah. The Jazz shooting 55%. The Clippers 39%. The Jazz with 4 blocks, none for the Clippers. It's Lob City versus Swat Lake City, and Swat Lake City's winning early in this one. Derek Favors down the lane with the two-hand flush. On the pick and, well, the slip screen, On the left side now, Rodney Hood. He pulls up in transition. He's going to knock down the three. Jazz out to a 23-point lead. Third quarter, Chris Paul, floater in the lane. Gets it to go. Vintage Chris Paul shot right there. 75-59, Jazz with the lead. Joe Ingles on the left side. He's going to back Chris Paul into the paint. Ingles with the left hand, and Jingles knocks it down. 77-61 at the end of the third in favor of Utah. Here's the shot from the left side, rebounded by DeAndre Jordan, and that is vintage DeAndre Jordan right there. Clippers have cut the lead to 13. J.J. Redick trying to cut it to 10. Looking down the barrel, he hits it. It's 80-70. 8-point lead now. Favors gonna hand to George Hill from the left side, and Hill strikes the pose as he knocks down the three. Jazz lead by 12 with 5:35 to go. Gordon Hayward all alone in the right corner, nobody near him. Jazz lead 91-78 here with just over 4 minutes to go. Rudy Gobert with the block of Blake Griffin, and now Rudy Gobert is gonna chase down Wilson Chandler and slap it against the backboard. Chris Paul's three from the corner is not enough as the Jazz go on to win this one 99-86. Utah shoots 49%. The Clippers shoot 38%. Our bench outscores the Clippers bench 36-22 in this one. Derek Favors with a nice game. 19 points, 11 boards, 7 assists, and 4 blocks and 2 steals. An incredible game. Probably the game of the year for Derek Favors. Here's Blake Griffin had 22 and 12 for the Clippers. Next up for the Jazz, the Detroit Pistons. We head to Motor City. Reggie Jackson holding on the right side, guarded by Hill. He whips it down underneath to Andre Drummond. Drummond goes glass on that one. Pistons with the early lead. Reggie Jackson at the top of the key now, guarded there by George Hill. Around the screen, and Jackson's going to get nothing but net. Later in the first now, Jackson guarded by Rubio over to Tobias Harris, and he blows by Joe Johnson. He's fouled on the way to the layup. Tobias Harris with a big game early for the Detroit Pistons. 20-14, Detroit with the lead. Rodney Hood on the left side. He's going to find Joe Johnson on the angle. Johnson hits the three from there, cuts the lead to 3 for the Pistons. At the end of the first, Detroit would lead 26-22 over Utah. Here's Rubio onto the left side to Boris Diaw. Diaw hands to Rubio. Rubio is going to float it up high off the glass. High arcing shot. It goes down. And the Pistons are beating us 29-24 here. Is Reggie Jackson steps back, falls away, and he knows that was a sweet shot. 32-24. Pistons with the lead. They stretch it out to 13 now. Alec Burks in the lane takes the contact. 39-28. Pistons halfway through the second. Left side, Rodney Hood off the feed from Gordon Hayward. 48-39. Pistons with the lead. Second quarter winding down. George Hill whiffs a nice, beautiful pass down underneath to Gordon Hayward for the dunk. Beautiful pass there by George Hill. Reggie Jackson with 12 points and 5 assists in the first half. And the Pistons lead 50-41 at the break. Second half action now. Rudy Gobert over to the left side to Hayward. Shot clock winding down. Hayward guarded there by Harris. Hayward shot. Tough, high difficulty shot. Hayward knocks it down. Falling away at 60-51 in favor of Detroit. Here's Joe Johnson. Johnson in the paint to Favors. Favors pump fakes and then flushes it with two hands. Derek Favors showing the athleticism there. 60-53 Jazz. Rodney Hood to the right corner to Joe Johnson. And Johnson, slow-mo Joe, knocks it down. Lead cut to 4. It would be a 5-point lead for the Pistons at the end of the third. Kind of an uphill battle for us this entire game. Reggie Jackson underneath to Andre Drummond. And Drummond with the back flush there. 71-65. Crazy shot there by Joe Johnson, right in the face of Stanley Johnson. 75-70 in favor of the Pistons. Here's Hill. Hill with a nice feed under to Alec Burks. And Burks with the layup in traffic at 75-72. Pistons with a 3-point lead. Over to the right side to Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And he takes the contact and goes glass. 81-76 in favor of the Pistons. Here's Burks out to George Hill, wide open from the corner. Hill cuts the lead to 2 with 4 minutes to go. The Jazz have battled all the way here. Shot clock winding down on the Pistons. Jazz playing tough defense. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with an absolute dagger from about 5 feet behind the three-point line, contested at the buzzer of the shot clock. Pistons lead by 3. Reggie Jackson blows by the defense for the easy 2. George Hill knocks it away. It's picked up there by Rodney Hood. Hood into the corner to Hayward. Hayward pump fakes. Dishes it down to Derek Favors, coming hard down the lane. It's a 3-point game. The Jazz still have a chance here. Until Kentavious Caldwell-Pope gets that one to go. The Pistons go on to win 90-85 over the Jazz. They shoot 44%. We shoot 46%. We're only 7 of 25 on 3. That's good for 28%. Andre Drummond, 20 points, 19 rebounds. Reggie Jackson, 18 points, 10 assists for the Pistons. Joe Johnson with 17 points. Rough game for Gordon Hayward as he went 0 for 7 from downtown. And it doesn't get any easier. The second game of a back-to-back here is in Cleveland, Ohio, with the 49-17 Cleveland Cavaliers, first place in the Eastern Conference. We have a 6-2 lead early. George Hill's going to go coast to coast as he blows by Kyrie Irving near midcourt, and Irving can't catch up. Cleveland with a 14-9 lead here. Gordon Hayward down the lane to Favors. You knew Favors was open when Thompson had his back to him right there. Hayward gets the ball to him for the dunk. Here's LeBron, turnaround fall away. Enjoy that one while you can. There's not going to be a lot of LeBron in this game. Favors across the lane. Right to left, he puts it up with the right hand. Over LeBron, gets it to go. The Jazz lead 26-20 at the end of the first. Here is Kyrie Irving, guarded by George Hill, to Kevin Love. Kevin Love with a quick move around Boris Diaw for the layup. Jazz lead by 4. LeBron down the lane to Richard Jefferson, and RJ takes the contact, still gets the bucket. Former Jazz man Richard Jefferson with the hoop and the harm on that one. Shot clock winding down for the Jazz. Rodney Hood hits the 3. There's only 8.6 to go in the half. Here comes Kyrie Irving, 47-46. Shot late in the half, no. Rebounded by Gobert. He's just going to heave it from full court, and it goes! Rudy Gobert! Take a good look at that one. You'll never see it again from the Stifle Tower. The Stifle Tower with a absolute bomb. It's Tom Brady Gobert right there as he tosses it the length of the floor. One more look at that one. When you see something that you'll never see again, you have to have multiple angles. Unbelievable shot by Rudy Gobert. As time expired in the half, he's 1 of 1 from downtown on the season, and it might stay that way. 50-46 at the break for the Jazz. Here is Rodney Hood in the lane. Lots of traffic in there. He kicks it back out to George Hill for the corner 3. Jazz lead by 9. Kyrie Irving going to work against Hill. Hill trying his best to stay with him. Great defense by Hill, but better offense by Kyrie Irving. 4-point lead for the Jazz now in the third. Nice pass from George Hill to Derek Favors for the layup. So he whips it down the lane to Faves, and Faves finishes for him. 76-64, Jazz with the lead. Here is Love. Love, quick spin to the baseline. Goes off the glass. Past Trey Lyles. 7-point lead for Utah. Jingles, behind the screen, decides just to pull up and drop it in. 10-point lead for the Jazz at the end of the third quarter, 79-69. Here in the land, looking for the upset on this second game of a back-to-back. Jazz lead by 9. End of the game here. Favors is going to put a stamp on that one. 107-106, the Jazz with a huge win in Cleveland, 107-96. They hold the Cavs to 42% from the field, just 26% from downtown. 62 points in the paint for the Jazz to 46 for the Cavs. Kyrie Irving with 34 points, 8 assists. LeBron, not a great game for him. 20 points for Derek Favors and 12 points, 12 rebounds for Gobert. The Dallas Mavericks fall to the 76ers. That helps our cause. The Pelicans fall to the Houston Rockets. That also helps our cause. Quick look at the playoff picture right now. The Pelicans would be the 8th seed. The Lakers tied with them. The Mavericks a half a game back, and we are 1 game behind New Orleans for the 8th and final playoff spot as we head down the stretch with 13 games remaining. It's going to be a wild finish.